Hi, I'm Jessi Allender, registered dietitian and professional chef, and I'm coming on here today to do some pineapple chicken. Me and my family are home during coronavirus lockdown. It is now, today is Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. I have fed my children, swept my floors, washed my dishes, dealt with the laundry a little bit. I didn't give birth to a baby today, but otherwise I feel like I'm really hitting all the marks of what it means to be a mom. So today I'm making pineapple chicken, and there's a couple reasons why I'm making it. One is I have some chicken, the other is I have some pineapple. This is a recipe that's similar to a Costa Brava recipe, which is a Spanish flavor combination. I've also had this with cod fish, and I learned it from some Brazilian friends, and which was like oranges and olives, which is one of the ingredients, olives, baked with cod. So I'm going to do some chicken. Let's get started. All right, here we go. So, and the pineapple I'm using today isn't your typical pineapple. I usually buy fresh pineapples and cut it. And you know, it's got those, the centerpiece, the core that you cut out. And I really hate to waste anything. So what I do is I save the core. Here they are, cut into, when I cut them into triangles, and then I cut the core. So that's going to be the pineapple flavor for the chicken. I'm going to go ahead and put that in my cast iron baking dish. I call them pineapple bones, and I have from about 3 pineapples. So I finally saved up enough to make a dish with them. So I'm just gonna leave them whole. These are not, they're gonna soak in a lot of juice. They might be good for chewing on something. My kids just knocked something over in the other room, so I paused. But I'm just gonna put them in here and get them all in here and get them ready to be the bones under the chicken when the chicken cooks. They're covered in ice particles, which is fine. Got a little freezer burn. Ice just went everywhere. Woohoo! Yay, fun. I hope everybody's having, hope everybody's having a meaningful, relaxing, or invigorating, or whatever you want kind of Mother's Day. One of the articles I read today, I think it was in the Chicago Tribune, my friend shared it, was that, not all of us want flowers and chocolate, though I like chocolate. Thank you very much. But some of us want to, have an easier day or a day to ourselves. Like, people might not want to be with their families. You got to respect that. Another bone I'm going to put in there is some carrots. I'm going to get these peeled. I got treated to so much this week. I had a CSA show up. It was a gift. I'm feeling really grateful for that. I've been doing this new life, this lockdown life, and finding new ways to connect and learn about new cultures and new to me, new ways of doing things. Yeah. So this recipe is going to be these pineapple bones, some carrots, some onion, and then just the basic aromatics. This carrot is not so happy. And then chicken. I'm using a kosher chicken leg quarters, and I'm going to cut them up. And then I'm going to slice the green olives. I'm going to get that done first, because once I slice the chicken, I got to wash my cutting space, keeping it clean. This carrot, wiggle, 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 wiggle. It's a little bit, it has seen fresher days. If you keep carrots soaking in water, they'll maintain their crispness, but they will lose some of their water-soluble vitamins. And anyway, for a stew, not for snacking, these are going to be just fine. Come on, you can just wash them in water. These, I think they're organic. I'm not sure. I don't know where all my food comes from these days. Because if you've been watching my shows here, I'm on a budget, and I'm super, super frugal. And right now, the income that I earned back in March, I've pretty much been paid everything that they owe me. And my work's been cut down 90%. Not that I didn't still have work I needed to do for them, but my actual earning work. So So I'm asking for help, and I'm getting help, and there's so much wonderful help out there, and I'm trying to give help where I can give it, because I don't want to just take. That doesn't feel good at all. I want to give. So I want to cut these pretty big. I almost forgot what I was doing because I was just chatting away there. So I'm going to cut these on a bias, make them nice big pieces. I'm going to get these in there on the bottom so that they can soak up all that good chicken juices that's going to come in there. One of the things with kosher chicken, this is black kosher chicken that I have here, I'll show you in a second, is part of the process of making it kosher is getting all the blood out, and in order to do that, the chicken is salted. And then you can wash it, of course, to get some of that off, but also you need to be careful about how much salt you add to a dish. I really like using kosher chicken for making soup, because then I find I don't need to add any salt at all into a big pot of broth. Okay, so there's the rest of my carrot. I'm going to do just about the same thing with the onion in terms of size and shape. Yeah. This onion looks like it may have gotten frozen on the bottom. So I'll trim that off and still go ahead and use it, because, can I say it 19 times in this video? I'm super frugal. I don't throw away food if I can help it, Yeah, it looks fine. So it's still a little bit soft in there. Let's get that out, because that might have some bitter flavors. I know you're saying, but onions are bitter. No, onions are savory. Onions are umami. Onions are delightful. I love onions. It's like, what am I going to cook? I don't know. So I start with the onions, get them cooking, and then something will come of it. All right, and then I have this. I'm going to do a little product review. I have 365 green pitted olives. That was definitely well, I haven't tried that product before, and it only has olives, water, and sea salt in it. So let me see how it is. They're better than, well, they have, I'm not going to say better. They have more flavor than black olives, ripe black olives, but less flavor than any kind of like Greek olive or Kalamata or your Spanish olives. They have a lot less flavor than that. But they're pretty tasty, and they're going to do well to impart an olive flavor. Without imparting more salts, because they're not very salty. That's one of the reasons why they're lower in flavor, and so that's going to be perfect for this recipe. I'm just going to give a rough chop, and I'm going to put those on top of the chicken after the chicken goes in. Whoa, they're going everywhere. Come back, olives. Don't run away. Don't run away. Yeah, we're having fun here today. My kids are watching nonstop videos because screen time, even passive screen time, is one of the ways I get to get my chores done. On the weekdays, our school got to give a big giant shout out to Akiva Schechter Jewish Day School. Oh my God, best school in the world. I really think so. Just amazing, and I want it to go on forever, or for at least as long as we're on lockdown. I am using the whole can. I'm being so luxurious here, so gluttonous. Using the whole can, not reserving any. It's a bunch of chicken, so this is going to be like, I don't know, 2 or 3, at least 2 meals. If the kids eat it, it's like 2.5 meals. If the kids don't eat it, it's 6 meals for me. So there we go. There's some olives all cut up. I'm going to just go ahead and put them back in the can now that they're cut up, so I can shake those on top of the chicken after. And I'm going to get set up to get my chicken cleaned. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Come on, garbage. Here we go. Oh, forgot to move the garbage can into place. Yay. All right. So chicken leg quarters. Here they are. So this is not a branded bag, and I've got a lot of chicken water in there, so this is plastic bag, can't get saved, it's going in the garbage. You're like, what? What did she say? Save the bag? Yeah, I save all my Ziplocs. I can show you the bag of them. Here's my Glot kosher indicator label on here. I'm going to cut that off with scissors and then get my chicken out of here. Is this quarters or nope? This is a whole chicken bag. Okay, this is a pinwheeled chicken. I have somebody jumping around behind me say hello. So I've got all my different chicken parts. I thought it was quarters. It was frozen. It was a gift, and I wasn't sure what it was, but it's still going to work. So I still need to cut it up. Here's all my chicken parts. Whoops. Flying chicken leg and a chicken wing. Excellent. So I've got all my different chicken parts here. I've got drumsticks. That's going to go in just as it is. I'm going to pull the skin over the chicken so that when it cooks up, it's going to be delicious. I'm going to put that right there. I've got my chicken wing. It's just 2 bits. I don't know why they get rid of the tidbit, at the end. That's my favorite, the bony part at the end. I love that part. I like to eat that. All the crispy cartilage and good delicious skin in there. Chicken wings in there. Then I've got a chicken thigh. It's got the Pope's nose hanging off here. That's that part that hangs off at the bottom that's full of fat and gristle. And I'm going to trim it off of here. How do I get into my drawer with my chicken hands? I guess I wash them twice. It is not a time of the century to be getting other illnesses. So when you're working with raw chicken, be extra careful and maintain, like, it's your chicken area, like those scissors, those are dirty, those are going to get washed in the soap. I wasn't going to reach into my clean drawer with my chicken hands, so here are my clean hands. I've got a chicken thigh here. All this chicken is bone in. I'm going to keep that skin on the bottom, but I am going to trim off the Pope's nose right there, and I'm going to put that up by the wings and let that turn into a delicious little bit all on its own. And here's my chicken breasts. The skin got really mangled on this one, so I'm going to try to spread that out a bit. Here we go. This is bone-in chicken breast. It's got the fillet right there, or the tender, whatever you want to call it. And I think I'm going to make it a little bit more manageable for when it comes out, and go ahead and cut the bone part mostly off. I'm going to split this right here. There we go. I still want to have some meat on that part. These are going to be 2 separate servings. I like chicken with a lot of bones in it, but my kids do not. So then I'm going to take the breast, which has no bones in it, and I'm going to make that into 2 small pieces, because this is the kind of bit that my kids will like, and I want it already cut into small bits. I'm going to get that squished in right there. And then there's this one going in right here. And then I have this piece with all these bones on it, and I'm going to put that over in the corner. Here's the other one. I'm going to do the same basic thing. There we go. Put this in here, over here. I'll have those 2 really bony pieces. I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen to them, but I'm going to cook them the same way. And I'm going to leave the breastbone on this. Well, I can pull it out. There we go. I find it's a little bit easier to go from a whole chicken than from parts to figure out where my bones are at. But anyway, there we go. Cut that in half. Chicken breast. Chicken breast. And then I've got another thigh, another big chunk of fat. And what I'm going to do, actually, this one's nice and big, so I'm going to cut that off. And I'm going to find my little pieces of chicken breast, and I'm going to put this big chunk of chicken fat on top of the chicken breast to keep it moist while it's cooking. A little bits can go in there. And then I've got this chicken thigh, and it's nice because it's got the saddle right here, and it's got the little chicken oyster, which is a little bit of meat that's in the hip bone, which is, I think, one of the most succulent pieces of chicken. You know, chicken's just like vanilla. It's something special all to itself. But we treat it like, you know, the way we treat vanilla, making it like it's nothing. But it's got such good flavor, and you want to like get the right bits in the right places. So there's the other leg. There we go. Here's a random piece of chicken meat that I'm gonna go ahead and cook. Yeah, so let me clean up, and then we'll get the olives and the rest of the seasoning in. Oh my goodness. Okay. So the rest of the seasoning, I'm not going to put any salt. I'm going to go ahead and put my olives in. And then I'm going to hit it with some orange juice. I think about a cup. Yep, that's good. And a little bit of lemon juice. Nice and tart. And why, oh why would she do that? But yes, I'm going to go ahead and put in some brown sugar as well. Just a little bit. Got all that sweetness in there already. Oh, come on, that's all I want. I'll get a new spoon of the sugar. Just a little bit on all the pieces. Delicious. And then some black pepper. My oven's already preheating. It's at 300, really nice and low. I want a soft, succulent chicken. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this in. Chicken with green olives and pineapple, orange juice, lemon, you know, all the different stuff. You know what else? Wait, I just thought of something. I think I want a little cumin. Because I don't use red pepper, so otherwise I would put some paprika on it. But I think just a little tiny touch of cumin is going to make this perfect. That's what I wasn't thinking of. Now I've got it. All right, so there we go. So nutrition, what do we got here? We've got really high quality protein, obviously, in the chicken, which is great. But I'm going to serve it on the side back there in my Instant Pot behind me. I've got some brown rice cooking with wild rice together. It was a cup of brown rice and just over a cup of wild rice because that's what I had left. And I put it in the Instant Pot with 2.5 cups of water, and I put it on high pressure for 8 minutes, and I think it's going to be perfect. It's been done for 23 minutes, so we could check it. I like when I cook rice in the Instant Pot, I like to let it sit for a while. So let's see what we got here. Here we go. Ready, everybody? Yay. All right, so what I was thinking about, oh, that's perfect. The brown rice is crispy and tender and not mushy and soggy and overdone. I hadn't done it before. There's a little bit of water left over in here. This is just absolutely gorgeous. Can you see that? Oh, it's hot. Oh, my fingers are burning. Oh, my fingers are burning. So that's going to go on the side with my chicken. And then I'll probably do like roasted cauliflower because I have some. But the Instant Pot seems like it did that wild rice really well, and I'm excited about that because I'd been wondering. It was my last store of wild rice, but I can get some more. That's the beauty out there here in this land of plenty. Even in these days, we're really doing amazing things. So I've got my chicken cooking with green olives, pineapple bones that I saved from pineapples of yore. I've got my wild rice and brown rice. It's high protein. It's rich and delicious, and I find that a satisfying meal, rich, satisfying meal with a nice big green salad and green vegetables on the side can really make nutrition count. So you can do a really lean cut and maybe be satisfied. Many people are. Go for it. I like to have a little fat in my food, and it helps me fill up and feel good. And that rich, delicious dark meat chicken is what I adore. So I wish everybody well. Happy Mother's Day. Take a rest. Do some work. Be you. We are mothers, and we are powerful. We can do whatever we set our minds to. Have a blessed day, stay safe, and thank you so much to all of the frontline workers, grocery store, firefighter, custodians, nurses, doctors, street cleaners, everybody out there. Thank you so much for everything that you do. Mwah! Bye.